Hey Sierra, how are you? Hey everybody, how y'all doing? You knew I was live? How? Would you get notification? I hope you did. Make sure y'all are liking this live as y'all coming in, please. I'm good. No. Oh wow, okay. What you been good? That's what's up. So what's new? What's been going on? School job, put on administrative leave off of a lie. What? Who lied on you? Sorry, my son is screaming. They said I was sleeping. I wasn't. Sleeping in class? One second, Sierra. No, the break room. Oh, wow. I am so sorry that that's going on. When did this happen? I was filling out paperwork for my job this morning. Oh, wow. So they were saying that you took a nap when you were supposed to be filling out paperwork. That's messed up. So how long are you on this leave that they got you on now? No, they were saying I was sleeping because my head was down and you don't know. Wow. I'm sorry that happened to you, girl. I know that's annoying and frustrating. That's messed up. And whoever says something is bogus. Yeah. Things do happen for a reason sometimes, you know. Maybe there's a better job for you somewhere else. Make sure you guys like the live, please. Thank you. Huh? You needed the money for school? Yeah. I understand that. Everything will work out for you though, Sierra. Hey, everybody. You're welcome, Sierra. Did you have a my question for today? He watching your stories? What? That's crazy. So he watching your stories, but he not saying anything. Okay. Right, because I told him I still like him more than a friend, and he told me. So he told me. So I said, okay, stop talking to him in January. Because you told him you still like him more than a friend, and he told you what? Oh, he told you so? I said, okay, stop talking to him in January. So he's just lurking. Like, that's weird. Why not just say something? That's crazy. So did you want to know about that? Hey, it's Mealy. How you doing, girl? He told me no. Wait, what do you mean he told you no? And okay, Ismaili, go ahead and post your question. I'm slow right now, so I can get to you. And where y'all going, Miss Missy? Rashawn came by this morning. I'm annoyed, but that's a whole different. What? He came by your house this morning for what, girl? He told me he doesn't feel the same way. So I said, okay, oh, wow. But he's watching your stuff. He is weird. But he's getting me from work and we're going to the gym. Okay. I know that's right. So how many times a week do y'all be working out? Because y'all be at the gym all the time. I know that's right. I love that. He consistent. So question, me and Tizzy had a long talk, like 4 hours on the phone. Okay. Hey, what's up, Delaquisha? How you doing, love? How are you? You look like you new. You new to the chat? Question is, how's he feeling in headspace too when it comes to us and the connection after a long talk? It was very much needed. I'm glad y'all was able to have a talk and y'all was able to have like more of an in-depth conversation about everything. Okay, let's see what's going on then. He did admit he has feelings for me. Okay, so I did see that. That's good that he admitted it. All right, so let's see. How is Tizzy feeling in his headspace right now when it comes to him and Ismaili after the conversation? He brought us a past person, but nothing bad. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's look at how he's feeling first. How's he feeling about Ismaili after the conversation? How's he feeling? Sorry, I'm trying to type it fast. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. I know you got to get ready to go somewhere. So we got the death card here. And the death card, it can represent like Scorpio energy, but it can also represent change. It could represent like a pivotal point in y'all connection, right? So I feel like that conversation, it just helped to redirect the energy. All right. Maybe like, I was saying before, he was like on the fence about you, and maybe he just needed more clarity. I feel like that conversation gave a lot of clarity to y'all situation. Even you may have been, of course, the one that needed more clarity on who he was, what was his intentions. But I feel like that this conversation was important because it was almost like a turning point in y'all connection. Okay. How he feels is with the Queen of Materials here, or the Queen of Pentacles, he likes that you approached him, but you kept it real respectful. You asked him direct questions. It wasn't like you were insinuating anything. You were literally just genuinely trying to figure out what he was going through, what he had on his head, And he appreciates that approach. He appreciates that you were somebody that, even when he told you something you ain't really want to hear, that you was able to keep your composure. You was able to, stay grounded on the conversation. He likes that. Because he might have said some stuff that could have created an argument, but you chose not to argue. You chose to just be like, okay, I hear you. Okay. He likes the how mature you are when it comes to y'all communication. We got the Hermit here too. So I feel like that his headspace is like he also has some clarity on his side too. He got some things off his chest that maybe he wanted to say to you. Maybe he had been holding back on it for, numerous reasons. Maybe not knowing how you would react. But I also see when it comes to things that he wanted to know more about with you, he got that clarity as well. So it worked in both of y'all favor. Okay, so he do feel more clear-headed about y'all connection. With the world coming out here, the world to talk about you guys stepping into, like I said, a new chapter. So I do feel like it kind of like opened his mind up to a different point of view, to your point of view. Okay, so it opened his mind up to the possibilities of things. It opened his mind up to see the type of woman he's dealing with, and that y'all can make something more of this connection. All right. So, like I said, the Two of Wands is here. Again, that's signifying a person that's basically like on the same page as you now. So he wants the connection to grow too. He's interested in making it develop too. Like I said, y'all both just needed some clear energy. Y'all needed some clarity. Okay. So his headspace is like, okay, he feels like he's pretty sure about the type of woman that you are now. All right. So let's look at his feelings. Hi, how about yourself? And know it's been a while. I'm doing great. Okay, well, welcome back. I'm glad to see you on here. Why did Cameron say he don't like me more than a friend, but he's still watching my stories? Okay, I got you. Let's look at his feelings. And he did say it's just you and him. Okay, that's good. That's good that he confirmed that. All right, so let's look at his feelings. All right, his feelings are the Two of Swords, but they're coming out backwards. But we do have the Seven of Pentacles here. His feelings is like he's getting more sure about you. He's not so indecisive no more about his feelings. And I do see him wanting to invest more into you, wanting to invest more into y'all connection, and wanting the feelings to grow, because the Seven of Pentacles can signify something that's growing over time. So he wants his feelings to grow more, grow deeper with you. He talked about his hurt in the past a little too, yeah. But I see him being less indecisive about you feelings wise. Like he feel like you somebody he can invest in now. Okay. We also have the Six of Pentacles here, and I think the feelings is mutual. Y'all both want each other. Y'all both want this connection to go in the right way. I think both of y'all may have had fears of the connection not working out. He was a little bit more vocal about his reservations, but essentially y'all both was feeling that like y'all didn't want to put y'all eggs in one basket because of the fear of it not working out. But feelings wise, he seems like he's ready to step into this connection with you. Y'all got the Two of Cups. So yeah, he ready to take it to the next level with his feelings too. Okay, so this could be him trying to express himself more. This could be him, giving you a little bit more. Like you said, sometimes he kind of pull back when y'all, around each other in public, but maybe he starts to embrace it a little bit more now. Pull you a little bit closer when y'all in public, give you a kiss on your cheek a little bit more, or whatever, hold your hands when you're walking. Like just some type of gesture to show you that he is starting to get more invested. But the feelings is growing, and that's a good thing. You want him to grow. You don't want them to go backwards, So yeah, that's confirmation that they're growing for you, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you and him. It looks like that conversation was very much so needed. And sometimes it do take a conversation, Sometimes that's a conversation can change a lot. Okay? So that's what I'm getting for you. It's me, Lee. All right. Let me see. Sierra says, why did Cameron say he don't like her no more than a friend, but he's still watching her stories? Why is Cameron doing that to Sierra? Does anybody else have questions? I'm on Sierra now. You're welcome, love. Have fun at your workout. Why is Cameron doing that when it comes to Sierra? You donated on Cash App? Okay, thank you. What did you donate for? Because I don't got the Cash App in front of me. It's my son's Cash App. I have yes or no questions, general, or you can do tarot with oracle or channeling. The 10 in general. Okay, I got you. All right, so you'll be after Sierra. Okay. All right, so we got the Six of Pentacles here. All right. Now the Six of Pentacles, it can talk about somebody that's still trying to see like what you got going on. He's still in a way invested in the connection, quote unquote, the friendship, I guess, if you want to call it that, whatever y'all are. He's still invested some way, okay? With the Eight of Wands here, I do feel like he was just kind of just checking in to see what you got going on, being nosy, okay? So it's almost like he's kind of like almost like a lurking type of energy. Like he just checking in from time to time to see what you're doing, what you got going on, you know? And then we have here the Ace of Cups reversed though. But I don't see him doing it in a way of like, he's not doing it because he's motivated by love. He's doing it because he's motivated just to be nosy, to see what you got going on, to see if you're going to find somebody to replace him. Okay? Because I think it's an ego thing for him. Really. I really do. And he could have just been on social media, just scrolling and clicked on your stuff just out of curiosity. You know, that's really what it boiled down to. Can I ask a question with a journal? Yes, you can. Tell me more. Cameron. So yeah, he was just being nosy. We got the Four of Swords reversed here again, just being curious because he ain't talked to you in a while, trying to see what you got going on. The Hermit here and the Two of Swords. And I feel like, honestly, he going to keep doing this. He not going to say nothing until you say something to him and address it and be like, why you keep watching my stuff? Like, you know, but until then, he just going to keep watching you. That's it. He just watching. So, honestly, this one of the type of situations where you could keep him guessing and keep him on his toes about you and keep posting, you know, letting him see your thirst traps. Or you could just be like, I'm not going to let you have access to me and block him. It's up to you, really. Because like I said, he's doing it to be nosy. Okay. So that's what I got for Cameron Sierra. All right. Delaquisha, go ahead and post your question with your general. Make sure y'all like this live stream. It helps the live to circulate on the For You page. Please and thank you. Hey, what's up, Ari? How you doing, girl? I want to know, will my ex Willie try to come back in the picture? I just got married to my husband, Michael, which is his friend, but they're not close anymore. He mentions from time to time that you welcome, Sierra. He might come around if I still want him, which I don't. Wait, hold on. Willie be telling you that he might try to come back around. So you and DeMichael married. Okay, congratulations on your marriage. And him and Willie was friends, but they're not friends no more. Okay. So you're just curious to see if he's gonna be coming back around. Oh, your husband said that. Oh, like they might rekindle their friendship. Ooh. Okay. That's deep. Okay, all right, hold on 1 second. I got you after I do the LaQuisha's reading. If you still want him to, what you know. Okay. No, me and him. Because he treated me horribly a couple years ago. He gets out of jail at the end of the year, and my husband is also doing time. Oh, wow. Okay, I got you. Ooh, wee girl. So your husband is doing some time, and the guy Willie doing time, but he get out of jail at the end of this year. Okay. All right. So let me see. So I'm a Leo, my ex is Libra, and my husband is Scorpio. Okay. So you want to know if the Libra is gonna be trying to come back around you? Ooh, wee girl. Will your husband get out? All right, so will the Libra try to come back around Delaquisha when he get out? Let's see what's going on. Yes, I think he's mad, but he cheated and used to beat me, so it's like, bye. Oh my God, girl. Okay, let's see what's going on, honey. All right, now I ain't gonna lie. You might be one of the people that he think about when he get out. He really low-key excited to get out this year. He got a list of people that he's trying to come visit, come see. And you is one of them, honey. You definitely one of them with the Page of Wands. He excited to see you too. Now we got the Page of Swords reversed here as well. And I think part of the reason why he trying to come see you, he come up for a review that. Ooh, child. Okay. Part of the reason why he decided to come see you is because I see it. Obviously, it ain't been no communication with y'all. He didn't found some stuff out. Maybe he didn't heard, rumors. But he want to hear from the source, like, is you and his homie married? Like, or whatever. It's like he want his own clarity. He wants some clarity. We got the Knight of Swords. So he coming to see about what's up with y'all. Ooh. We also have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is here. And it's like, even though he has moved on, he still got a little feelings for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why he wants to kind of approach you and approach the situation. He mad that I got with his friend, but he did me wrong, so I moved on. Yeah. Even though he low-key moved on too, like he might have him a little lady or whatever too, it's like he still got feelings for you. So that's why he coming in like this. But he coming in as a knight. He can't really make no moves. He don't really got no power, no pull to like do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? He just really nosy. He just really trying. He remind me of, and you probably didn't already have this movie in your head, but he remind me of Baby Boy. When Yvette and Yvette, what's his name? Jody. They was together, and then the dude she used to mess with, he found out, and he was mad when he got out of jail. That's what he giving. That's what he giving for real, real bad. So anyway, that's just what I'm seeing. Like he just feeling away. He feel away. We got the Six of Cups here as well. Okay. Apparently, I don't know if he felt like you was supposed to have his kids or something. Like he holding on to some past stuff. Like if y'all don't have no children together, which I don't think, it don't sound like y'all do. It's like you was supposed to be his baby mama. You know what I mean? Yeah, he toxic. Yeah, the woman he cheated on me with. Oh my gosh. And then we had the Page of Cups reverse here too. So yeah, he's still living in the past. He really is still living in the past. And if you gave him the opportunity to come into your life, he would try to like do some scandalous stuff with you, get you pregnant, crazy. Yeah. So I would definitely have your guards up when he get out, because he is gonna be trying to find out where you at. He wants to know the truth. He want to know if you married to his homie or his ex-homie or whatever. But his motive is very much so like he trying to trap you. He would be trying to trap you with a baby. So that, it's kind of like I said, it's something scandalous that he would be on. Yeah. You can. I can pull some oracle. He just seemed, like I said, he got some very much so like messy intentions with you. Okay. So yeah, I could do an oracle with the tarot, or if you want like a channeling, the channeling is 30, but that would give you some more detail into his energy specifically. But he just seemed like, even just looking at the cards and stuff, he just seems spiteful. He low-key just spiteful. He know more than likely that you and the man is married, but he want to hear from your mouth. He want to get in your space and kind of disrupt your happiness. That's what I keep picking up on. Disrupt you and that dude's happiness. He just real spiteful. And my thing is, how you spiteful, but then you got other women too. Like you getting out and you have women. That's what I'm saying. Like you could even have a baby mama. I'm confused. Like you can't have everybody. Okay. Delquisha, you can go ahead and post whatever you want to post. I know Ari was tagged me, but I don't know if she asked the question. Let me look at what she said. So I texted Jada for some final closure. In a way, she basically did give me it. Although she said that she doesn't owe me closure, but she still gave me it. I'm going to screenshot it. Okay, yeah. See, Ari was just telling me what happened. You said, girl, I ain't be able to read all of that on the live, honey. He mad because you was the one that got away. Yeah, all right, okay, I will. Did I get 30? Let me double check. Let me make sure. I'm sure I did. But he greedy. That's what it boiled down to. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Go in there. Okay. She didn't have a question. She just wanted me to read what happened with her and her ex roommate. So it's actually you. It's actually you right now. Okay. So, what do you have exactly that you want to know when it comes to the ex Libra? Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hey, Black Widow Roll. So if y'all come in here and post a comment, just know I see y'all. I'm doing a channeling for Delaquisha real quick. So just so y'all know, I'm not ignoring y'all if y'all do post in the chat. I'm just doing a channeling, okay? I think my husband fears I'm gonna still deal with him, but I would never mess up my marriage for someone that made me lose myself and played in my face. But it's funny because karma is a bit. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Zion, bring me a lighter. So my candle. And I just want to see if you can see what's going to happen with him and my husband, just the whole situation. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So the Libra is the ex, and then the husband is the Hold on, let me see the signs again, because I think you said you're the Leo. Yeah, I just need a lighter for that candle, please. For what candle? This one up here. Okay, your husband is a Scorpio. Okay, thank you. All right. Now, the Libra is supposed to be the one that gets out before the Scorpio. Here's the thing. I feel like the Libra is going to try to get in contact with you. Like I said, he already got his list of people he wants to hit up when he gets out. Okay. Now, I do see, like, once he gets out, it's like somebody that they both know mutually, maybe kind of like communicating with both of them in a way, like not you, but maybe like somebody from their clique, their crew or whatever knows the situation. So I feel like there could be somebody that's in a group that's playing both sides, that's feeding information to both sides. Because I feel like he gonna kind of get more information from a homie, and that homie gonna be letting your husband know what's up. Because I feel like he gonna say something to the lines of that he's seen you somewhere, or something like that. Like he gonna be kind of bragging that he's seen you somewhere, or that he saw, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah, I think that he's going to be bragging about seeing you somewhere or talking to you, making it more than what it was too. He gonna make it seem like it was more than what it was. And so that could try to get back to your husband. I see your husband, even though he know you loyal, he may try you on that, because he know you and him. Did he know you and him used to be around each other, mess around? Because I didn't know about the stuff with my ex until my husband told me he was talking to his friend. Okay, yeah, I feel like your husband, he might kind of feel away if he find out, because I see it getting back to him. But I see the Libra lying. I see the Libra lying on you and making it more than what it was. But in his way, it's him like trying to, like, like I said before, he petty. He trying to get a lick back on the situation. So even if you and the Libra don't have no words together, nothing, he going to find a way to say that he talked to you or that he was over your house or something crazy. And I see your husband feeling away. Yeah. So I would tell you to just like make sure that your husband know, like when he get out, let your husband know, like if you feel like he's stalking you or anything, like let your husband know. I'm not saying like yo for your husband to put a hit out on this man or nothing crazy like that, but just to keep him in a loop of like if you feel like this man is stalking you, if you feel like that, just like tell him like yeah he a liar, he might try to say something crazy. So don't be surprised if you hear something, but just know that's not what it is. Like something to debrief your husband. Because I feel like with your husband being locked up, he already don't got nothing to do but to think. So he might overthink the situation. Okay. But I feel like that Libra gonna lie on you. I really do. And try to make it what more than what it is. And he kind of smirking, thinking about it too. He cannot wait to get out. I'm telling you, because like I said, he heard or found out. He found out y'all was messing with each other, and it made him so mad. When he found out y'all was messing with each other, it made him so mad because even though y'all not together, you was supposed to have his baby. That's how he acting. Like that's how he's coming off in my head. Like you was supposed to be his. Like nah, we ain't even doing that. You know, like that's bro code. That's bro code. He gonna sit there and mess with my ex. He know that was mine, even though you not his. You know how that's so toxic. I'm gonna tell him everything because last year my ex blocked me in a store. Oh my god, yeah, he crazy. He crazy, and he definitely is the type that will try to play with that man mind while he's locked up because he know he can't get out right now. He called me a clown. Yeah, I would just be like you said, communicating with your husband because, like I said, that Libra, he just coming out to cause a nuisance. He's a nuisance. He's a nuisance. That's all I keep seeing. Like he low key reckless, and honestly, like I feel like you're gonna be okay. I feel like your husband gonna believe you. For real. Like I think at first when he hear about it, he gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, but if you already had told him, gave him a heads up, he be like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna, he lying. He ain't seen my woman. And I really do think that because of the relationship that you and your husband have with each other, he do trust you. Okay. So I don't necessarily think it's gonna cause any issues as far as you and your husband getting into it or anything like that. Because like I said, your husband genuinely do trust you. But like I said, that Libra, he's a clown. For real. Like he's coming off like he just here to cause nuisance. That's it. But my thing is, why are you doing that? And you got other women that you deal with. He got hella women waiting for him when he get out. Some don't even know about each other, and some know about each other. That's how crazy this man's situation is. So why you messing with somebody that's moved on? But like I said, he just being toxic. I do feel like I said he do got feelings for you still, and that's also a little bit of his motivation as to why he want to try to mess up y'all stuff or try to catch you off guard. But I said I see you being able to maneuver that situation. I see you maneuvering it for sure. Yeah, he called your clients crazy. Um, yeah. And I don't know, like, if you have, like, any, like, brothers or anything like that, but just give them a heads up. Like, when he get out, let them know the situation and let them know that you feel like he be stalking you. That way, you always got somebody on alert, Yeah. I feel like if you do see him, it will be at a gas station. So just watch your surroundings. Because I could kind of see that being a possibility. Like, if he live in the same area or something, like, I could see y'all bumping into each other at a gas station. Either a gas station or like a convenience store. No, I'm in Dallas by myself. My family is 3 hours away. Okay. Where does he live at? Girl, you said I gotta be, yeah. Dallas, yeah. I could see y'all running into the in like a gas station. Yep. Um Here's the thing though, like when you run into him, he gonna have somebody around him, like some type of female. Because like I said, he's got so many different women that he's dealing with right now. And it's a couple, like I said, that know about each other and a couple that don't. So I could just kind of see him with somebody when he do see you. So he may not say nothing. He might just kind of look at you and be like, "Oh, what's up?" I don't know what he call you, but he might be like, "Oh, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? But I see him being with somebody. Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. He definitely is. He gonna be out here in these streets for sure. Um, but like I said, I don't really think you got too much to worry about. The only thing that I said that I could see happening is him spreading a lie. Him trying to get a rumor started and get it and for it to get back to your husband and lying on you, basically. So, but like I said, you and your husband, y'all got a tight bond. So I feel like your husband gonna believe you over anybody else because he know how these niggas are. He know that y'all, you know what I'm saying? He may even know that y'all used to talk to each other. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But he not gonna believe it once you talk to him. Okay. Hey, Black Widow Roll. So you'll be all right. Overall, I would just say keep an eye on your surroundings, especially at the gas station. That's all I keep saying is a gas station, or like I said, some type of convenience store. It's at night too. I keep seeing it at night when you see him, and you just minding your business. You literally trying to go fill up your car, and you see him. Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah, he love you. Oh, you're fine, Black Widow. Yeah, your husband, he's solid. He love you. He know the real you. He know you're not that type. But it's just the fact that he's in a position to where he can't do anything but overthink. That's what's really the crippling part when you in jail and you hear something like that. But like I said, you got a way of being able to reassure him. Yeah, I see it at night. Like I see it being hot out there. Like it's a lot of them YNs outside, and like I said, when you get in some gas or something, I see him being randomly outside. Either he gonna be in a car or he gonna be like walking out. That's what I see. Either he gonna be in a car with somebody or he gonna be walking out the convenience store or gas station. He likes to be in control, but I wonder if he gonna put it on me because, man, you know what they say about Scorpios. You know what you mean put it on you? So you be seeing him, y'all be having them what they call them conjugal visits? Is that what they call them, girl? When you married, that's what y'all be having those. No, I know what you meant, but I'm saying the visit. Um, I'm sure. I'm sure. Texas does it. Oh my God, why? I didn't know that Texas didn't do that. So how long he got your husband? But I wouldn't worry about the Libra too much, girl. He got too much going on. He gonna have way too much going on. Like I told you, he got his list of people he gonna hit up. But then once he really get out for real, I see him getting caught up in some other stuff with some other females. Like it won't even be enough. It won't be enough time for him to really do nothing on your end because he got other stuff going on. He got other stuff going on with other women. But as far as your husband, like, yeah, I'm sure he will. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your husband, girl. What? Okay, they be hating. He done 9 years, be 27, and okay. 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 Yeah. But your husband, I think you and your husband, y'all solid. I don't see that breaking y'all up. I don't see that causing riffraff in y'all marriage. I don't. He know what he got. He know you fine. You know what I'm saying? But he also know you solid, you loyal. So he's not too worried about it once you have a conversation with him. Let him know what's up. But yeah, like I said, that Libra, he lame. He is lame. But I wouldn't worry about it. Now, if you want to do a restraining order on him, if you feel like you've seen him and you just like want to do something because maybe he tries to like call your phone or maybe he tries to, like I said, accuse you of things, you could do a restraining order on him. That way he, can't come within a certain amount of feet of you. But I don't know how restraining orders work, so that's just kind of some advice. But 2 years ago, yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. That I can only imagine how you would feel to see him again. I do see you seeing him again, but like I said, you can do a restraining order. Yeah, he didn't like the fact you rejected him, right? Yeah, no, I could see that in his personality, even just picking up on his energy. He just very spiteful as a person. Like this is a man that like he feel like everybody owe him something. So he naturally he expects people to bend for him, like entitlement. Yeah. Thank you, Sierra. It's the entitlement. That's what it is. But like I said, if you have to do your thing, and file a restraining order against him because he ain't trying to go back to jail, girl. He ain't trying to go back to jail. So you do what you got to do to protect yourself. Even if that means putting some security cameras around your home when you are there, when you're away. Anything that you need to do. Yeah, that's traumatizing for sure. But like I said, I don't see him doing anything to you. And it's probably because of who your husband is, low key. Like in the past, you didn't have your husband to protect you. Even though your husband is in jail, he got people that will make moves for him, honey. He know that. That Libra know that. That's why he gonna fall back too, because he know how your husband move. Like, I'm just being honest. That's part of it too. Now, if you was by yourself, I mean, it could be a different scenario. But like I said, he know how your husband move. Mm-hmm. He ain't trying to have them problems for real. He's a whole punk girl. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing as far as like your situation, boo. But like I said, of course, always protect yourself until your husband can get out. Protect yourself. Make sure if you license to carry, do what you gotta do, baby. Okay, I ain't telling you be out here be foolish. Do what you gotta do. Have your stuff. And like I said, do your security camera if you got that, and follow restraining order if you do see him out and he's acting like he's not gonna leave you alone. But yes, you're gonna be all right. You're welcome, love. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Delaquisha. I hope that helps you, boo. Black Widow Road, did you have a question? And Sierra, thank you for your donation. Did you send for a general? Make sure y'all like the live as well. Please and thank you. Okay. You can go ahead and post your question. So, Sierra, you will be after Black Widow Road, okay? Thank you. Thank y'all for liking the live. I greatly appreciate all of you. Okay, thank you, Sierra. You will be after Black Widow Road, okay? Did I ask the question last time? What good things are coming towards me for spring and summer? You just said what's coming towards you, but I can see if there's some. I seen in your reading that you was gonna be kind of low key for the spring and for the summer, but I can look and see if it's some specific things that's happening. It's up to you if you want me to divulge into it a little bit more, or if you want to ask a completely new question. Black Widow Row. Y'all, it is so windy. Is anybody else experiencing this extreme wind? It's going at least 68 miles per hour where I'm at. It's freaking crazy. And it's been all day. Okay, let's do that and I'll send for another question. Okay, so let's get in deep with it then. All right, let's pull by the month. Yes, girl. Oh my goodness. It caused a power outage out here too. Thankfully, not on my side of town. But like around the city, yes, girl, the wind is so strong, it's not gonna power out. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I have man, but I guess it's normal for this time of year. At least that's what they saying on the news, the Weather Channel. All right, so let's look. So we're gonna start with the spring. So we're gonna start with we can do March because the end of March is spring. So anything good coming the Black Widow Row in March? Give me a card to show energy for March. Oh, I like March. Okay, March coming on through. All right, so let's look at April. April. All right, let's look at May. Good things coming. May. Give me one more for April. Give me one more for April. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's look at the spring real quick, and then we'll go to the summer. Spring, starting in March, we have material harvest. So March is looking like a month where it looks like financially, you could be either some money could be coming your way, or you could find that March is a month where money just is very like it's healthy. Money is healthy. So you pay your bills, but you still got some money to do whatever else you need to do. So I see like financially, money is gonna be looking good in the month of March for you. Maybe you get a lump sum of money. So it's looking good for March as far as finances. Um, Also, this could be like something that you've been waiting on. So let's say you've been waiting to purchase something, or you've been waiting on something as far as like even your business to transpire. I feel like that this could be the month where you could really start your business on a successful note, or you may be able to purchase something um with ease. This could be like a car, or you want to buy yourself some new furniture. Like I just see this being a month where you are able to do those things and not like have to worry about your bank account going into the negative. Okay, maybe somebody even gives you something that you've been wanting. It just seems like this is a good month for abundance. And that could be because Jupiter is direct now. It was retrograde. Jupiter was retrograde for a couple months. But now that it's direct, it's like people are able to manifest things easier and in abundance. Okay. So if you have any type of placements that could have affected or been affected by this retrograde in Jupiter, I see that energy kind of like settling down. I do feel like Aquarius was affected by this Jupiter retrograde or Pisces. It's one of the two. But anyway, this is a good month for abundance. Okay. Now let's look at April. Now in April, we have sacral chakra, heart chakra, and material and spiritual prosperity. So we just talked about how this month is a material prosperity. But then when we go into April, now you're getting a spiritual prosperity. So if this month completely drains you or you felt out of yourself this month, it seems like that in April you're going to be able to recover. Remember when I told you that I said I seen you kind of like getting closer or more invested into your spiritual practices, doing your cleanses, things like that. And if you are doing the cleanses, that could also be why, because maybe you opened the road like a road opener. Maybe you opened up the road, like removed a blockage. So now in April, you're feeling back to yourself. You're feeling back in line because you called your power back. You did the spiritual cleansing. You did whatever your ancestors told you to do. So April is good for just feeling back to yourself. Now the heart chakra is here. So maybe you heal some relationships with people. Maybe you have a parent that you want to heal a relationship with. Something like that. This could be the time where those conversations are had and y'all are able to come to a common understanding, a reconciliation. Sacral chakra. Again, this is talking about possibly you doing some work on yourself as far as your sacral. Maybe you take up yoga, or maybe you start to do yoga, or maybe you start to, you know, sacral chakra can deal with, I think, fears as well. Let me look real quick. Hold on. Just out of curiosity. All right, so we're looking at the sacral chakra. All right. I just want to look and see real quick the sacral. Let's see, where is it? The orange. Okay. Mm. So sacral chakra, it has something to do with guilt, shyness, irritability, tendency to blame, sexual obsession, and lack of creativity. Now that's when it's out of balance. But when it's in balance, you will have a feeling of compassion and friendliness, intuitiveness, vitality, a sense of belonging, and a good sense of humor. So you may find again that this part of yourself is getting back into alignment where you could have been dealing with some depression, or you could have been dealing with anger, or you could have been dealing with anything like that. It's like now it comes back in balance in April. That's good. Now we go into May. May is the card that shows transformation. So some things could be changing in your life in May. Some things could be changing in May. Okay. We have the power card as the transformation. Remember I told you, I said, you're going to be taking action when we get closer to the summer. So anything that was not fair to you, anybody that did you wrong, it's like you're going to be getting your justice in May into the summer. So even with the situation with the woman that messed with your credit, like I said, I see you gaining back the strength to go after her. And you could, like I said, file a lawsuit or something like that. But with the power card, you're stepping back into your power, or you're reclaiming your power in May. Okay. Now this could also signify too when it comes to work. You could feel like you are ready to step into something new at work. Maybe this is a time where you could be up for a promotion, or you could be up for, a raise. And I feel like that this could be that time where you can actually go for those opportunities. Okay. But nonetheless, I see you feeling your best self in May, your best self, and being able to move effortlessly into the spaces that you would like to be in. So that's May. But a lot of things are changing in May for you. Let's look at June. I love that. In June, it says prosperity begins. You got a lot of prosperity cards. You have a lot of good fortune coming your way. Prosperity begins, like I told you, for May, this could be the start of a new position. You could be promoted. You could be making more money. But in June, you're really about to see the fruits of your labor. Like I say, even when it comes to your spiritual practices, you might get creative during this time and decide to start selling out of an Etsy shop, or you might be open to starting to work with clients. It's whatever this is for you, but this is going to be a month of creativity. That's why you have that prosperity begins, because this is going to be a month of creativity and abundance. Maybe if you want to start making candles or something, I don't know, but this is the month to do it. July is memories of love. So again, this could be a month where you want to feel more connected to your community. You could be, like I said, doing events in your community. You could be giving to the homeless in July. You could be taking trips to different countries and visiting places that maybe people don't have a lot. Like I just see you in this energy of like wanting to give. You're wanting to give because you have so much that you're wanting to give back to your community. This could even be you volunteering to work in a school drive to help kids with backpacks, or things like that. But this is you in an energy of giving to your community. So in July, it's the giving. You're giving, but you're giving from a place of abundance. Okay. And let's look at August. August comes in with the moving on card and the spiritual strength. So August is going to be a month where, like I said, you have really worked on yourself, and now you can move on to the next level of your journey. Maybe, like I said, you have that conversation with your parents back in the spring. You have a heart to heart. And even if they don't accept what you do, they may be like, you know what, I still love you and I'm here to support you in whatever way you need. So maybe now that you have accomplished that part, now you can really be vocally outward with your spirituality. Now you don't feel like you have to hide. So I see like you have a pivot that happens in August to where you may feel like you don't really care anymore what people have to say. You're going to live in your truth. You're getting over this constant obstacle of being afraid of what people think, and now you're living in your truth. So that's what I'm seeing in August. Okay. So there's a lot going on with you in the next 6 months. But it's positive things. It's stuff that, you're going to feel like you're coming into a new version of yourself. And it's like spirit is supporting you through every direction that you're taking. So like I said, financially you're good either way. But I just see some new beginnings happening for you in your life. Okay. So that's what I got for your spring and summer. And I know you say you had another question, so you can go ahead and post that. And then Sierra, you will be next, okay? But I hope that helps you, Black Widow Row. Thank y'all for the likes as well. I appreciate it so much. Does anybody else have a question outside of Black Widow Row and Sierra? Let me know. You can go ahead and post. I was waiting on Black Widow Row to post hers, but you can go ahead and put your questions in the chat, Sierra. Okay, Sierra, go ahead and post love. Black Widow, were you able to hear your reading now? I have some really good cards to come out for you. All right, so you want to know whether Makaru drops work for you eventually? All right, let's see. Will the Makaru drops work for Sierra eventually? She's trying to gain weight. Will they work for her eventually? All right, so we have the Ace of Swords here. The Ace of Swords can signify you might need to complement that Makaru with something else. Essentially, yes, it does work, but you might need to add something else to your regimen with the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. So you could do the Makaru, and then you can also possibly do some like exercises to help to build the muscle wherever you're trying to gain weight at. Okay. Even if that also includes taking in more protein. Protein can help to build as well. But I see it working, but just not by itself. Not by itself. You're going to need some help with something else. But essentially with the Empress here, hold on one second, Sierra. Okay, back lady. Sorry, my son was echoing and screaming in the kitchen. Now, with the Empress here, though, like I was saying, like if you're trying to gain weight in certain places, as long as you continue this regimen and add to it, yes, you're gonna get the results you want with the Empress. Okay, you are. And also, this Makaru will help too if you have any depression. That's one of the things that it's really good for, is helping to balance your mood. So I think that Makaru is a 2-in-1. It can help with like helping you gain some weight, but it can also help with like if you have any type of emotional issues like depression or anything like that. But overall, it looks really good though. Like, yes. But yeah, like I said, do some workouts to like target the areas that you want to see grow, and also maybe add some protein to your diet. Or even eating some oatmeal, girl. You know that oatmeal, that'll help you gain some weight too. Okay. But yeah, but it looks good though. It'll help you. Okay. All right, you can go ahead and post your next question, Sierra. Yeah, I like Makaru. Makaru is really good for a lot of different stuff. But the only thing about Makaru is it will make you fertile, girl. I think I was taking Makaru when I got pregnant with my son. My 2-year-old that you just heard running through the house. So yeah, Makaru do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Well, the girl that lied to me about me sleeping on the job get a warning or fired. So will the girl that lied about Sierra sleeping on the job, will she get a warning or will she get fired? I still see her being able to keep her job, so no, she won't get fired, but she may get a very stern talk about just basically like not being sure, that if she sees something, being sure that that's what's going on. Because with the Queen of Swords here and the Two of Wands, it's like, yeah, it's like you need to make sure that you're seeing it for what it truly is, because it could be something else. So I do see a talk happening with her. Not necessarily her getting fired, though, but a talk. Okay. And then we have the World here as well. The World is here clarified by the Magician. Okay. I just see you distancing yourself from her, though. I see you distancing yourself from her, and that's going to be that, because you're going to look at her as someone who cannot be trusted. Okay. Magicians are tricksters. So, like, I see after this, you're not going to have nothing else to say to this girl. I'm not doing anything till I'm married. Oh, of course. No, I understand. I was just telling you my experience with taking my route. So yeah, as far as like the situation, no, I don't see her getting fired. She may get a verbal warning. But then they're just gonna move on from it, and you're gonna have your job. Like I said, I just see you distancing yourself from her because she's not to be trusted. Right, instead of just assuming, right. So yeah, I see them saying the same thing. Um, to her, like you need to be sure that that's what's going on before you assume. They may be like, did you ask her if she was sleeping, or something like that. Yeah, yeah. I see you distancing yourself from her for sure. Like moving forward, you don't have nothing else to say to her. You don't care if it's small talk. Like you literally, she won't exist in your world now. You know how us Capricorns are. Like once you cross us, you for real don't exist in our world. We would treat you like you're not there. We will look straight through you. That's Capricorns. So that's kind of what I'm just seeing moving forward with that. But I see them being able to just kind of like move forward. Yeah, she went straight to your boss, right? But no, you weren't asleep. So they're going to have to investigate, and they're going to see that on the camera you were moving, you were writing. They're going to see the pen in your hand constantly moving, you flipping through pages. Like they're going to have to investigate it fully. But they shouldn't have put you on administrative leave. That's so crazy. What kind of job is this, So sorry that happened, but yeah. Okay. So that's what I got for you, love. Yeah, you weren't sleeping. And maybe that's what those Two of Wands is there for too, that you had got those are the two witnesses, like two other people that can vouch for you. So like I said, I see her getting a verbal warning, and I'm telling her like, hey, you can't just be accusing people of stuff. You got to have actual evidence that this happened, So yeah, there's no cameras. Okay, so yeah, maybe it's the two people then that I'm seeing. But they're going to have to do an investigation though. So they're going to get their side of what they saw, your side and hers, and go from there. But definitely going to be distant. Like, I don't see you talking to her ever again. You don't care if that girl need a pencil. You're like, I don't have one for you. So, yeah. Okay. That's what I got, love. Black Widow Roll, you can go ahead and post your question, okay? Yes, they told me because like that's so. And somebody that just want to go out their way to see somebody else not have a job is miserable as a person. They're miserable, and that's not right. Because if they don't have cameras, then why would they put you? They should have put her on leave. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't prove who's telling the truth and who's lying if there's no cameras. So why put you on administrative leave like that? I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't even talk to her. Because how dare you? Like she was just, it seemed like she was just trying to look for a motive, a reason to say something about you. Yeah. But they were wrong for putting you on leave. I don't get that part, Black Widow Row, you here with us, love? I was on the phone talking to my doctor through a chat for my paperwork for my job. Right. See, that's why people need to mind their business, because now she's going to look stupid. But that's fine because, at the end of the day, her karma is going to be that nobody cares about her at work. Like, she can just fend for herself. That's sad for her to go out of her way to try to get you fired. It's crazy. Did you have a feeling that she was like fake towards you or anything? Like smiling in your face, but you knew like she wasn't really a genuine person? Y'all were cool. Ooh, that'd be the worst time. Oh my God, that'd be the worst kind. Oh, I hate people that are like that. That try to get close to you just so they can like stab you in the back. Oh my gosh, girl. Yeah, I would be super pissed. And if y'all were cool, then she could have just came up to you and be like, girl, you good? Are you tired? You know what I mean? But it's like, girl, you had motives. Wow. That's messed up. That's bogus. Wow. But that's what they say. They do be saying coworkers are not your friends. Coworkers are not your friends. Her daughter and I went to the same high school. Are you freaking serious? Wow. So she just Yeah, that's messed up for real. Yeah, I would be crying too because it's like, why would you do that? Like, what was the reason for that? Like, I'm only talking to Aaron for now. Yeah, like, what was the reason for that? That's crazy. But now that you know what I'm saying? Of course, disassociate yourself from her altogether, especially if you were friends on social media too. That's why I be like, don't add coworkers on social media because they be spying. Like, if you call off, they be looking to see if you post and stuff. They be going back to tell your managers, like, yeah, it's bogus. It's bogus. But Black Widow, you can go ahead and post your question when you're ready, okay? A week before I wanted to move buildings and my boss told me no. Wow. So you were trying to move up out of that department and look what happened. Ugh. Wow. It seemed like the boss just obviously was in on it too, because why would you put somebody on administrative leave for something that you don't even know is true? You don't have cameras. So it's like, then both of y'all should have been put on leave, not just you. That's crazy. Because of your health issues? Yeah, that's crazy. I hate that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry that happened, Sierra. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I do feel like something better is going to come from this situation, even though it's messed up right now. But, like I said, she was wrong for that, and she knows she was wrong for that. I hate that she used this as an opportunity to, show you her true colors, though. All right, ladies, I'm going to go ahead and post if the live is closing. I've been on for about an hour, I think. So live is closing here. So if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. I know Black Widow Row, you still have one. But let me know if y'all have any more questions. I'm closing my live in 5 minutes. Okay? I'll try to come back tonight if possible. Okay, enjoy your class, okay, love? No, baby, no donut right now. Bye, Daddy. Hi. Jacob, no, baby. No, Jakey.
Bought and save with a personal price plan. Like your good neighbor, State Farm is there.
No, Jacob. Black Widow Row, you still here, love? Confidence wrapped in my soul. If they don't see it, that's okay. I see me clearly every day. I've been holding myself down quietly. This joy right here is mine to Two, I decided to cut my friend group off because I felt like they weren't on the path I was on. One of them is a huge mean girl, in my opinion, and we got into it. Uh-huh. I'ma say it loud, I'ma say it true. I survived the nights of cry alone. Now I'm celebrating when I've gone home. I'm not selfish, I'm alive. Put myself first and the rest alive. Y'all got into her last birthday party? Uh-huh. 1, 2. I realized then that I don't like her or multiple of them because I feel like how I come off to them is not who I am, and they keep putting me in a position where they are trying to call me a mean girl. Really? Did I do the right thing by detaching from the friend group? I also feel like there was hidden jealousy also. Okay, let's see. So did Black Widow do the right thing by detaching from that friend group that she was in? Did she do the right thing? Yes, you did. You did the right thing by cutting them off because honestly, there was something going on there. Like the moon came out next to the 3 of Cups, and that's not a good energy. You want to have friends that are transparent and that you can trust them, and that they're not saying anything behind your back. And I feel like when you weren't around them, they would say stuff about you or create conversations around you. And I just see like you were trusting your intuition and something was off about them. So with the Page of Pentacles, yes, I think that you did the right thing by removing yourself. They didn't have much to offer anyway, and I feel like that if anything, they were kind of slowing you down, stagnating you, like causing you to go into low vibrational energies, you know. But yeah, it looks like that there was some secrets behind your back. They were possibly gossiping about you behind your back. So you made the right decision with the Muse of Emotions here and the Ten of Swords. Yes. Because they're like I said, like you knew that they were talking about you behind your back. You picked up on the betrayal well before they even thought you picked up on it. So yes, you made the right choice. Yeah, you didn't like that. Yeah, I also felt like they only wanted me around so I can make everything a good time. Yeah, so like using you. Yeah, the using. Yeah, that's why I said you ended things, but it was a 10 of Swords anyways. It was going to end. If you didn't walk away from it by yourself, it was going to end on a sour note anyway. Because like I said, I just see like it being like fake. I see them being fake around you. Yeah, go ahead. Hi, Simply Ashita Vlogs. Current feelings for Ashita. Hi. So I am currently not taking any more readings. I am at my 5-minute mark, okay? But when you come back to my live, when I come back on, be sure to like and drop your question, okay? All right, Ari. Yeah, I saw all of them, Ari. Let me just so that I felt from the time she brought it up. Yeah, you can ask a yes or no, Ari, since you were already in the chat. Like they don't know anything about me, and they try so hard to be friends in my face, but I felt the tension. Yeah, they were talking about you behind your back for sure. That's why you got the moon next to the 3 of Cups. They were talking about you. What were some of the things they said? Do you mind me asking? Okay, so some of the things that they were saying, what were some of the things that the females were saying in the group? What were some of the things that they were saying? They definitely looked at you for what you could give as far as resources. The 6 of Pentacles is here. Now, the thing about the 6 of Pentacles, it's never really a fair trade-off. It's never really like a equal give and take. 6 of Pentacles can signify that you may feel like that they were taking more from you. So what that means is, like, let's say that you had the car. I'm throwing an example out there. Let's say that you had the car. Maybe they were manipulating situations to where you would be the one driving everybody around. So like they would be like, yeah, you're our designated driver. Like they would like joke about it, but in real time, they were like, basically putting you in a position to where you have to babysit them when they would drink a lot. A situation like that could have happened, but they were definitely taking advantage of your resources, or that they knew that you had money, so maybe they would pick restaurants to where, if y'all were going out to eat, maybe they would pick restaurants to where it was expensive and maybe somebody didn't always have the money. Like just crazy stuff, like that. Like I said, taking advantage of your resources. Or, like you said, trying to make it like you had to be the life of the party. All right. We have the Death card here as well. Okay. So like I said, you had already picked up on it too. You picked up on it with the Death card. I feel like you stopped it early on. So like if you felt like that they were doing that, you might have been like, yeah, I'm not coming tonight. Like you were already opting out of stuff because you had already sensed it that they were trying to be weird. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords is here as well, or 10 of Wands is here. 10 of Wands is here. Let's look at this. Yeah. You stopped it early, yeah. So what were you noticing like when y'all were going out? So they were using you for your resources for sure. Trying to put burdens on you as far as like being the responsible one out the group or paying money. Or if you had, like I said, the car, they would try to get you to drive. 8 of Cups is here as well. And we have here the Muse of Emotions as well. So yeah, I feel like they were emotionally just draining you. Like they would, this could be like trauma dumping. This could be like a particular friend, like she could have only called you when she was going through something, but any other time, you didn't hear anything from her. Or like when you were going through something, nobody reached out to you. It was always one-sided, But like I said, I just see them like just being fake, talking about you behind your back, like, yeah, she's weird, or like, yeah, when we go out with her, what I'm saying, like, we can only do this or do that, like, just making it seem like you were somebody that wasn't really supposed to be in the group, but they kept you around because it was beneficial. Yep, she's a Libra. She's so lame and corny. The one who's always gossiping. Yeah, girl, they say things at the table that was about me. They also went to expensive restaurants so I could bring gifts. Yeah, like they were using you for your resources for sure. Like I said, they didn't really want you around, but you were beneficial. So they kept you around, but they were talking about you. Like they just were. I heard like talking about your hair, maybe your style of clothing, like just weird stuff, And I don't know, did you feel like you were kind of like, were they superficial in a way? Like, did you feel like you always stood out from that group? But yeah, that's just what I'm seeing. And like I said, trauma dumping on you, using you as an emotional, like, punching bag in a way. Has a guy that has had a girlfriend ever liked me? I don't want guys with girlfriends. I'm just curious. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I see you being super like intuitive. Like you knew. That's why I was saying you were like, I'm not going to that tonight, or no, I'm not. You were quick to say no. Like you weren't the type that would just jump on the bandwagon just to be liked. I also hated the stuff they wanted me to do. I didn't like games and all that shit. I'm more into luxury and ambience. I don't do escape rooms and stupid shit like that. Oh, yeah, that's why I was getting them saying stuff behind your back like, yeah, she's weird. Like them, they're making ostracizing you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you did the right thing because they weren't really for you. They weren't really for you. All right, this is gonna be for Ari, but that's what I got for you, Black Widow Row. So you did the right thing, love. Ari wants to know if has there been a guy that has a girlfriend that likes her? You welcome, love. Has there been a guy that had a girlfriend that likes Ari? Definitely, Ari. There was someone that found you to be more, I don't know, like you outshine the person that they were dealing with. And the magician is here. Now, this could have been someone that tried to talk to you on the side, but you knew that they were dealing with someone, I don't necessarily feel like you were open to that, because the Ten of Swords is here. So I don't feel like you were open to it. But I do feel like there was somebody that was, I don't see like a girlfriend, but they were dealing with someone. This could have been your roommate situation. Honestly, that's what I feel like the most recent situation was. And that could have also been another reason why she was acting like that, because she felt it too. She felt or sensed that whoever the person was that she was dealing with was more into you than her. And that's why she got upset. Because I do see somebody liked you more than they liked her. And maybe she's never dealt with that in her face before, Tauruses are very territorial people. They don't really like to share. So, but yes, to your question, Ari. Now, this person could have had an Aquarius placement. They could have been an Aquarius sun. They could have had a Sagittarius placement, or they could have been an air sign in general, which would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So that's the signs, possibly, of the person. But yes, Ari. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling that a guy with a girlfriend had a crush on me once. I really feel like it was your roommate situation that you had. I feel like that the guy whoever she was really into liked you, and she knew it. And that's why she got crazy with you, because it was not over that rent, girl. It was over a guy. I don't care what she says. It was over a guy. That crossed the line for her, because in her mind, what's hers is hers. And she felt like you were intentionally flirting with him. Just like she texted you. You got to pay attention to like what people say, because she was telling you in that text messages what the problem really was. It wasn't nothing about that rent, girl. She knew you couldn't pay that rent. She knew it. And then, it's a responsibility of hers to make sure, she looks at your income before she asks you to move in with her. That's stupid. So, I mean, it goes both ways. But I feel like it was a guy. Zodiac signs that I was getting was air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, possibly a Sagittarius. So, Donna, get out the mirror. And like I said, this could be their sun, moon, or rising. Doesn't have to be their actual sign. But I'm just seeing someone was looking your way. There were 2 Aries men that she invited over before, from what I know, and a Virgo man. Yeah, so they could have had air sign placements, or they could have came off like air when they saw you. But you did attract them more than her, and she's used to being the star of the show. So that alone is what really was the icing on the cake for her. It wasn't that rent. It wasn't that rent at all, girl. So you just happened to know that before she says something. You knew that it was something, but it was a guy. That was what caused her to act crazy. Yeah, exactly. Always being the main person that gets picked. Yeah, that's possible. That's definitely possible that it could have been a Virgo. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past the situation, but yeah, that's what it boiled down to, though. Okay. But I'm just glad that you're out of that situation. You didn't deserve that. You did not deserve that. So hopefully your next experience when you do move out again is more positive. But now you know what to look for. Now you know what to look for when it comes to moving in with someone. That's if you do move in with someone again. Yeah, only those 3. I got you. Got it. Okay. All right, ladies, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Hi, Mariah the Scorpio. Hi, how are you? I am just about to get off, love. And my questions are donation based as well. So if you want to send real quick, they are donation based, love. She's definitely territorial. Yeah, the Tauruses are like that, man. They really are. They don't like to share. They really don't. Okay, I thought it was free. Not this live, love, but I do free lives for yes or no's from time to time, okay? She was territorial with us three the most. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, that's what it seemed like it was, more so than the rent. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get off. I hope you ladies have a great evening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.